ground, but the mind's online. Circus breathe where the forests shine. Till it streams through the rivers wide. Nature coded the future alive.
Misses the J after tricking the D with an empty basket. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
How about that era in his career? And he's facing off against Yasuki, a very promising jungler that, I don't know, takes maybe a page out of Carl TZ's own playbook, wherein he's forced to play the assassin, sure, but now he's more of, what, a Leomord main?
Yeah, with the energy that Yasuke brings for Alter Ego, he honestly reminds me of a younger Carl TZ. That swagger, that fearlessness, the fact that he's a rookie on the world stage, coming from a rookie season in MPL Indonesia, he has been nothing short of stellar for Alter Ego.
You can even ask some of the other jumpers that have competed here in this tournament, and they would say that what's amazing about Yasuke is that he is unfazed when it comes to facing up against even the best of the best in the business. But we have to also talk about other people right there. Now, I actually saw the two XP laners, and Sanford has been phenomenal all throughout, but I think that Nino has captured the hearts of many, not only because of his outside the game swagger as well as his antics on broadcast, but also the way that he plays and how pivotal his gameplay as an explainer is for the team.
Team Liquid.
JP and Sanji. Oheb and Sanford. And the GOAT, Carl TZ. Fighting for the Golden Road. Let's go, Team Liquid!
And their opponents, Indonesia! Mana suaranya!
Hizume! Nino! Yasuke! Alex! Indonesia! Let me hear you say, go, go, go for Alter Ego Esports!
Jungle for Rome, though, a fair trade for Alter Ego. The gold continues to go into their lead, but that one kill did go into the hands of Oheb, putting him at 2-0 and 0. And as I was saying, he is the golden ticket for Team Liquid right now, the last chance.
Yep.
But it is a ride. Luckily, since he hasn't taken any deaths, he's been able to get some free farm up in the top side, though. RP
once again,
Yasuke.
can he handle this? Yasuke will be there with the BMI! Somehow still saves Oheb. Carl TZ to stop him, but it's not going to be enough. Yasuke still picks up the kill. A stun from Sanji, but the Yin-Yang overturn. He has to avoid it. And now Hijume, he's showing what this Kagura is all about.
It's just like Trek said, man. Every punch that TL decides to throw, there's a counter punch from Alter Ego. They're doing such a great job at overlapping their rotations, overlapping the abilities that they have here to answer what TL throws at them. And that is going to continue to keep them ahead in this game and set them up the best possible way. Once the Lord comes into play, they should be able to go ahead and secure the third turtle. Carl Teasy will go ahead and grab his purple buff and get into the rotate. But Ohem, like you mentioned, Trex, might just be the one to cause this game to flip over. But Alter Ego has solved that for now.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen him do it before, right? He gets the Trinity in, one big wait.
Well, another set about JP, but JP still has the implosion! Catches 3, but RP is unstoppable on this Freya! Sanford couldn't do much as well. He tried to zone out the other members. Another attempting the title strike. Carl Teasy's next. Sanford raging Sanford, but he too might go down. Fortunately has the flicker, but they're all forced under the turret.
Nino, call the ambulance, because Alter Ego is pulling up at this point. Team Liquid, multiple members go down. That's 3 turtles over to them. It doesn't feel like there's an answer every time they set something up. I know Nino's not on a flashy here right now, and it looks like it's all Arfi, but every time a feathered airstrike comes down, Nino jumps on to Sanji, and it's just unplayable. The Farza can't get more than 2 of those feathered airstrikes to come down.
That's how you deal with it. You know, you kind of stop the amount of uptime that the feathered airstrike has, and so far Alter Ego's been able to do that. Especially the Kagura, like the pressure with the Kagura is there, and that's what's actually either popped the Purify from Sanji or even Oheb, and then they're able to follow through. Looking at the items here too, you can see there's still tons of grounds to cover here, especially, again, Arfi is locked in for the most part. He's able to go ahead and just duel someone if he wants to with Corrosive Scythe. Battle Axe locked in, working on his next. You've already got a Holy Crystal and a Genius Wand as well for Yasuke, and that is what is causing such amount of burst when they follow through with the combos against TL.
Arfi as well, but wait a second. Tsunami Slam, everyone should be okay unless they try to force this. But Arfi picks up the Corrosive Scythe, goes into War Axe, and now he's working on an endless battle. Nice true damage going to be coming through to deal with Carl Teasy in the front line, to deal with JP. And we're seeing that Carl Teasy tries to find a way in on this Basha, but he's just getting gut-checked every time he runs in.
Yeah.
It's a little weird, too, just because, again, this is not a hero you usually see on Sanford. You could see that Sanford isn't necessarily able to do what you're used to see him doing on the likes of, like, a Yuzhong, for example, or even the Uranus or Narla, or, like, whatever he decides to pick up.
Yep.
This is different, so he has to approach these fights differently, and sometimes you might say, well, he's got the Raging Sandstorm, why doesn't he use it? But even so, if he gets that setup, they just necessarily don't have the damage yet with this lineup. I mean, you're 7,000 behind. You need time to go ahead and build up. There are some key items being picked up here, but it might be some time. He does pick up a Malefic Roar.
Damage to lead, yeah.
He win. Yeah, but he win for Blade of Hepatis second, I'm pretty sure. He just got in the Blade of Hepatis.
Hephaestus.
Blade of Heps, yep.
All right,
And the Malefic Roar, yeah.
and so Malefic Roar went first. Normally it's the other way around. So that could be a reason why we saw slightly lack of damage from him in the early phase. Trying to get those big picks, and maybe it makes the difference now, but still it's so hard to land on a Hijime.
Another setup on JP. Still gets to dash out though, but then RV might just get punished here! That's the setup with the Raging Sandstorm and the Blazing Duel coming in from Oheb. Now they're trying to target down Nino. Alec very low on HP as well. Somehow Team Liquid have regained control over the objective.
Oh, they have control of it, but Lord is still for the taking here, knowing they have the numbers advantage. What can Yasuke do here if he goes in?
Okay, they don't fight Yasuke just yet. Might get to punish Hijime. Oh, throws out the umbrella in a weird direction, and now there goes the title strike. They won't go for a setup anymore. Alec doesn't have the tsunami slap with another strike. Might just finish off the kill, but Yasuke finding 2. It's now Evan Sanford going down. Carl Teasy might just be next, and that's a triple for Yasuke.
Yasuke waited patiently, and it all paid off.
I'm watching, I'm waiting for that green dot to pop up. He used the electrifying beats already. He hung out in the tri-bush, and Carl Teasy, instead of checking it, goes for Hijime. So it buys Yasuke enough time. And I'm a little worried when he came in, but no, he had enough damage. He's able to turn that whole thing into his hands, and now the Lord is into the hands of Alter Ego.
My goodness, man. There's been talks about Yasuke and what he's been able to accomplish up to this point, and imagine he is 9-1-6, started so strong on this Joy pick, And against Carl Tizzy too. I mean, the game plan was apparent from TL. They wanted to go and just get the kills, not so much commit to the Lord, because they want to go ahead and get some shutdowns, get some crucial gold for them, but it didn't happen. Alter Ego responded really well and kept things under control. And now they've got the Lord, so they can go ahead and get ready to get to the base of TL. They are massively ahead in most departments. Yeah, the roam nearly isn't different there, but it's still difficult for JP to exactly decide, is this a fight we should take? Should we set up here? And then even for Sanford to follow through. He's going to go for a little bit defensiveness now because of the amount of magic damage that is coming out from Alter Ego's lineup.
All of them had to prioritize the magic defense first, but then you also have to deal with Arfi. You have to deal with the other members too. Oh, Feathered Airstrike. They will be focusing on clearing down the Lord first.
Might be a slight mess up on the push there, but still they do get the Holy Defense off on the bottom tower before the Lord connects, so they get a lot of damage onto that. But tier 2 in the mid still standing, but with the AK gold lead, Alter Ego aren't going to slow it down. They're not going to freeze lanes. They want more out of this push.
See how they approach it. Again, tier 2's all going to fall. They set up here under the top.
Kuenda flicker Yam from Hijime takes down Sanji. There's the implosion. Sanford to finish off Hijime onto the back lines. We are going to take a look at Lopiti though, because he cannot tack the damage anymore. Everyone's getting bursted down. Not even the Blazing doing is enough. Another triple, but this time for Arfi. And this might just be it for Alter Ego.
They have to wait for the minions to push in, but they're nearly there. They see the win in sight.
All they need is a few more seconds. Alter Ego Esports in a dominating fashion might just put an end to game number 1. Sanji Feathered Airstrike, but that's all that he's got.
What?
A shutdown on Yasuke though. They might have just saved the game.
Have they saved the game? Although the Feathered Airstrike comes out with big value. How does TL make it happen?
In a matter of seconds, Team Liquid survives. This is what we love MLBB for. Team Liquid still in the game. Yes, the gold lead is huge, but with a comeback like that, with a survivability like that, just about anything is possible from this point.
That is one of the biggest defensives so far that we've seen in M7 to buy more time. Again, we're going to look at the replay here, brought to us by Visa. Look at this. It's all initiated here on the bottom side. They get a great team fight in their favor. You throwing everything at TL, but then because the waves weren't pushed the way that they needed to actually end the game here, it took a little bit too long, and you see that 20 seconds for Sanji on the death timer. At that point, bought him enough time to change the course of that defense. Now, what does this mean? Does it change much? Not too much. They stayed in the game, but this Lord is up, and now Alter Ego is starting it up.
I don't know, man. You never count out Team Liquid. It might not change too much, but it buys more time, and we're closing on the 15-minute mark. Gold is getting past the 40K mark for both teams, and things are going to get more and more aggressive from Team Liquid as we move forward.
We're going to focus on the hero, Sanji with a Feathered Airstrike too, but Yasuki just goes in for the dive! Oheb goes down first! A very unfortunate sequence of events for Team Liquid after that defense! And double kill once again for Arfi! Sanford finds the trade on Yasuke, however, but Sanji somehow dodges this, but not the attempt from 3 members of Alter Ego!
It didn't change too much. We're back in the base, but this time, Alter Ego will be able to take game 1 under their belt. And there you go. The series started out strong by Alter Ego, and that's going to be the first loss, by the way, for Claude from Oheb. And